Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the Ragman himself, Monstrositus X, aka Godling the Creator, aka Jay DeLeo the Artist. And this is an update on the Ragman situation. I said that I was going to make some of these smaller ones because they would go faster. But the problem was, this is the skull of one of the big ones. I haven't gotten. I made several heads. There's 8 of them, I think, running around, and this is the second one that I was putting teeth on, and this one was going to be a big one, more muscle mass. Because the shape of the skull came out really well, it came out really well. You can see that won't be included. That would be all disappeared underneath material once that's finished. But yeah, uh, the original size of the ragman was supposed to be this big. Let me see again, again, and you can see how much bigger it got because I wanted to make individual fingers, and that size, no way can I get individual fingers. It's about 1.5 inches to the jaw, and that's just the top teeth. So imagine the chin. It would have to be 1.5 inches so the hand from fingertip to palm, or the heel of your palm, um, would be only a inch and a half. Your fingers only be about ½ inch long. That's going to be difficult to make something that can flex that size. So I don't have those types of materials, so that's why I went with the big ones, and that's why I'm making the big ones. The smaller ones, actually, the one I'm making, I've just found the skull. I forgot that I had made this. Well, I remembered making it, but I didn't remember where I put it. But I just recently found it yesterday, and so I said, let me keep this available, and I put it on the head that I was, cause I the 16, 17-inch ones that I'm making right now didn't have a skull. I didn't make a skull for it. I was just gonna quick gimmick right through it, and this one was intended to have teeth and all of that. So I didn't intend to do that with this first one. Just start trying to get it out, and I found this, and this can almost slip right over the top of the one that I'm working on now. So I'm thinking maybe I could use this as the as a stand-in or whatever until I make more. This one came out really good because the teeth, the way it moves forward like that, it's came out really well. You can see I tried to make the eyes and everything, make space for the teeth, all of that. So yeah. So anyway, I I was making these the last time. I showed you how I started with this one, and I was gonna make the second one probably different. Well, I did. I don't know if you could see it, but or you could tell, but this one is a little bit bluer than the shoulder. That's because that's a different piece of material just going straight across, making the arms instead of like this one. I cut across so that it'll be a T shape, and I figured that cutting across both directions and leaving that strip in the middle compromised the material. So I didn't do it with this second one, and I also made him bigger so that he can have an adversary that's uh, more challenging, challenging looking. So being that just rags, they're not gonna be fighting by themselves, so you can get his ass kicked any way you want him to, but he'll look the part. So I got all of these different colors. I spent the last couple of days. It took me some time. I had supplies for the bigger ones, but I didn't have supplies for these smaller ones because I didn't really intend to make. It's not that I didn't intend to. I didn't really. It didn't come to my thought processes at the time to make to show you how I used to make these smaller ones when I was a kid. Even though I'm not giving a tutorial, but I'm going to show you what they look like because I haven't been able to show you really. Um, and this would actually be a completed, finished version. So I ran out of supplies. Well, I didn't really run out of supplies. I didn't have. I thought I had some, but nowhere near enough to do these. Everything I had was with the intentions for the bigger ones. So I had to wait to get a ride to go across town so I could get some supplies specifically for these. So the good news is that I did that, and I already started it. But I messed up because I had intended to show you guys what this one would look like before I had gotten started, and I was so eager. I just went and started. I'm not that type to grab my camera for every little thing. So I got to try and retrain my brain to, yo, you got to use the camera. Get your camera. Start up the video. Start this. Start that before you sketch it, because I do that with drawing too. I intend to record a sketch or something like that, or drawing, and I don't. And then before I know it, it's half done. And the point of the video is to show the whole thing. So even if I gotta fast forward, but anyway, time lapse. So anyway, these guys, I won't be showing you how I make them, but maybe not for now. Maybe when the bigger ones come out, once I start making those, I'll put out some videos, show y'all how I made these smaller ones. But for now, I'm just going to show y'all that they're made and what they look like and how functional they are for, as as entertaining action figures. So yeah, till the next time, I guess I'm gonna be. Oh no, hold on. I'm gonna be using all kinds of different leathers to make shoulder pauldrons. This was on a hat. This is like the border or something around a hat, and this is the material from the hat my father had left here. So I cut that off. This is like a suede material, and this you can see goes good with these types of blues. And then I spent the day cutting up these different cloth stretchable materials like knits and double knits and spandex type materials. And so I got all kinds of different blues, and you can see here's a darker blue, and I got some blacks. I got light gray, this darker gray here, you see, and and all of these. I got like 3 or 4 different shades of blue, and and I got some leather coats. I have this brown. This is a belt. I'm gonna be using. These is gonna be the type of materials I'm gonna be using to go around the the shins to make greaves and boots, and the wrists for braces, and yeah, different types of stuff like that. And I also got this black leather purse that my mom's left behind. So I'm going to repurpose this leather. And I got also another older one that's going to get repurposed smoother, but it's more worn and torn. So that would be good to be putting on like creatures or some bad guys look like they've been through it. And yeah, it's going to be really, really good. I can't wait to get this on. And this stuff already got straps and everything that I could need. All I had to do is put maybe some Vaseline on it to rub it up to make sure it's not too stiff and don't break or anything like that. Because I haven't touched these things. I figured I'd save them because I knew I was going to be needing them. So yeah, all of these things are going to come in handy to make shoulder pauldrons and belts and greaves and all kinds of things. And instead of just one, there's going to be two, so you can see the two adversaries going at it. So yeah, I'm excited to get this done. And next time you see these, um, they're gonna be, at least I'm just gonna make like a T cut with it like folded over so that there's no seam on the top, and then I'll just seam it underneath the arm and down the side. That way, I don't have to do it right away. I could just wrap it around the arm and then put the brace around the shoulder, put a belt around his waist, and then I could close that up later. um, and the same thing with the greaves on the shin. And this I want to make a belt out of. So yeah, I got a lot of ideas, and this is gonna be great. Wait till you see them finished, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. I got all these different color leathers. I got 2 leather jackets upstairs that can't fit me anymore. Might as well repurpose those. That's lighter than this, kind of a beigeish brown type of color. One is spotted and one is plain, and it's sort of in between these two colors. Uh, yeah, in between. It's more like a tan type of cocoa with milk in it type color, and so I got two of those. So that those are both gonna be repurposed. I could take off the pockets and stuff like that and use those first. And so that you're gonna see a variety of different designs and stuff. So and the more material I find, from time to time I'll make another one so I can have an army of these new age ragmen. And the reason why I call them ragmen is because they're roughnecks and gangsters. Depending on what you decide, you can make whoever you want, a good guy or a bad guy, whenever. So they fit the description of being both roughnecks and gangsters. It's just, especially with the bigger ones, because you're gonna be able to change their clothes. I think I want to make different clothes so that you could change them, especially with the really big ones. Um, but I think I'll be able to get some shirts and pants for the two biggest size ones that I can slide off and on, and maybe even get a shoe and boots and stuff that can be done up in a way. So those are what my plans or what I want to do, and yeah, this is just the beginning, just to show y'all how it was invented. Well, not really how, but this is the method, or not even the method. How do I put it? The finished design of what I created back when I was a kid. So, uh, and why I had fun with them, and that's really what you're gonna see. The the dexterity, the fluidity, the ease of movement. It's just, everything about them is just comfortable. The only thing is that they get dirty. That's the only thing from handling them. But that's why I didn't use. I think I only made one or two out of white material when I was a kid, and then I started finding darker colors, blues and browns and stuff. The brown one was the second one that I made. The first one I made was white like this, and that one kind of fell apart because it was a little too short, so I kind of had to cheat. So the feet started falling apart first, and then and yeah, it kind of slowly deteriorated. But the second one I made was way better, and that was my favorite. Use a brown material, but it was so much better made. That's why it was my favorite, and the two of them was the smallest ones that I had made, and they was pocket size. You could just throw them in your pocket and go. You didn't have to worry about them getting hurt or damaged or anything like that. So these are the a little bit bigger, but you're gonna be able to see what I'm talking about. Uh, they're gonna be. I'm gonna try and get, like I said, maybe the feet might not be complete, or the hands might not be complete, or I might have them covered up because I couldn't find a way to conceal what I did. Uh, but other than that, I'll be able to show you how they move and all of that stuff like that. So okay, let me beat it out of here. Until the next time, uh, like, subscribe, do all that YouTube thing, and I'll be back. Welcome to the Goddom. Creators are invited. All creators are invited. All right.